Hello and welcome to today's Soul Shots episode, and today I want to talk about the myth of heaven on earth, because we've always had this myth of heaven in the afterlife, and I've noticed the new trend now is to be, oh no, heaven's on earth, and the problem is with this sort of teaching and this new thought belief is, while it's really helpful in understanding that we live our lives now and we get to enjoy them now, and we don't have to focus on this afterlife and constantly think we're sinning or whatever, like this has been really helpful and has opened us up, but it's also been extremely unhelpful. And the reason why is because I've noticed more and more is that we see this belief that if we reach a certain spiritual attainment, if we become enlightened enough, if we become conscious enough, if we become, non-dual enough, like, we strip away all duality, then we reach heaven on earth. And that we believe that this is like this permanent bliss, that this is this place where nothing bad ever happens, where we're always happy, we're always in bliss, money is always flowing and always in this wonderful state. And if only we could just get to this level of attainment, this level of spiritual enlightenment, we would be there and we would have heaven on earth. And I want to question this, because life isn't about perfection. Life isn't about everything being great all the time. And just as everything in creation has cycles and experiences of, growth, explosive growth, but also dormancy and destruction, so too do our own lives. And so this belief that when we reach this amazing spiritual enlightened place where we are super zen all the time and life is perfect, like, it's a myth, right? Because life is still going to be difficult. There are still going to be things that really hurt our hearts, that, crack our hearts open. And I don't believe in a broken heart. I really believe in the broken casings that surround our heart. And when we experience deep heartache and sadness and grief, that's what cracks the casing, right? That's what cracks us open that bit more to love. Even though it doesn't feel like it at the time, it feels like you're never going to love again, but it is what cracks us open, and it allows that love to flow through. And so we're always going to experience things that hurt us, or that are difficult, or that test us, that test our resilience, test our patience, test our ability to move through, because this is how we grow. This is how we evolve as a soul, as a species. And so if everything was just perfect and we had enough, we would be so bored. We'd probably all just die, actually, because there would be no growth there, right? There would be no stimulation of the soul to really push us. And it's often through adversity that things grow more, that we become more of. If you look at the redwoods in California, their seed doesn't germinate until there is fire. And so we'll often think, these forest fires are terrible things, but not for the forest, right? They're not for the forest. There may be desecration and loss within that and in the destruction, but there is always more life. There is always more coming through. And so this belief that there's this heaven on earth, that there's this certain attainment of spiritual enlightenment where heaven is on earth, it doesn't exist. I mean, yes, there is the non-duality where you can see things as neutral, like neither good nor bad. This is brilliant, and it really helps us. This is called emotional maturity. This is called spiritual maturity. But it doesn't mean that life isn't going to be difficult, and it doesn't mean that things aren't going to hurt you, and it doesn't mean that things aren't going to be really tough at times, or in a period of fallow, right? In a period of not much happening, not much growth, not much abundance, whatever it is, because there is a period of gathering and regenerating, replenishing, to come forwards, to come through. So remember, yes, heaven, I don't know, I don't want to say heaven's on earth. I just want you to be aware that life is the gift. Life in all of its happenings is the gift. And when you can embrace all of it, then you're made, you're good. I love you. Thank you for listening. Have a great week. Bye.
To find out more about how to work with me, then visit soulartbyshirley.com for art, commissions and courses. And if you love this podcast, please hit subscribe and leave a review. And if you take a screenshot of your review and email it to soulartbyshirley@gmail.com, I'll send you a Radiant Soul Hypnosis as a thank you gift. Thank you for listening. I love you. Bye.